show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Oh, so let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days.
Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Chicago Bears.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, Tremont Smith.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Wilson going to come out throwing. That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
To throw is Wilson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. You look at this Bears defense.
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
On second down, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw again is Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
I think think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Jones on the return. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Bears take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Randy Gregory, former Cowboy, there on the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Wilson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Broncos on the move here a bit. Nice plays in succession back-to-back. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Williams hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Wilson now off the bootleg. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now it's Wilson.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
Touchdown, Denver.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Off play action, Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields now to throw. He's going to look deep for Moore. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Give them 32 on the play.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it?
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run.
And this is caught. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 34 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
11.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Jones now on the return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Fields.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
That's returnable now for Smith.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Tyler Scott.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Courtland Sutton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score, Broncos 28, Bears 7. Will Lutz set
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now Jones. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Jones on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 35.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now it's Fields. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 4-yard line.
Fournette is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Javonte Williams to the 20.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Javonte Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead.
Lutz with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Jones now on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Here's Smith to return it. 13 yards the tally on the return there.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've got a lot of turnovers. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Pass is taken in by his big tight end.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's good for the Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, Fields.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first down, Fields.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Wilson back into his end zone.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down, Denver.
Now Wilson on first down.
Out quickly to Judy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10.
In motion goes Patrick. They'll fake the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Wilson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
At the 49-yard line.
One play action, Fields. That'll be caught by Foreman.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with point.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 3-yard line.
Now Wilson down around his goal line.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
42, Bears 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Out of the gun, Fields. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore, 62 yards. And the Bears are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. There he goes, right side. Across midfield. Javonte Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are pouring it on. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Fields now to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 215 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
And my goodness, another interception. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And they're going to speed things up here.
2nd down.
Now it's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Intercepted.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw here into the hands of Moore.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now Fields.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another fourth down.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return,
and they will take over first and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On third down, Wilson.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Bears 14.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. "35 yards that time on the punt. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
That's good for the Bears. First down.
Fournette, a first down carry. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, back to Fournette. And this will be a Bears first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They give it to Williams, running right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Stuck for a loss by the safety, Eddie Jackson.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. My goodness, 225 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run. It's Williams. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense? Right?
Yeah,
if you know, right? You know it.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one? After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that debt.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Here's Wilson.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And quickly they get to the line.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Down the left sideline. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
We're down to the 41. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And now here's another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And one last throw here for Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. He's to the 15.
And a little bit of a consolation prize here. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out,
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days.